Hi everyone, Sean back from the Sci-Fi Model Guy, and welcome to Chapter 1 of a brand new build series. Now this one, I don't know what we're going to be calling this ship yet, so I don't have a name for it other than the NX-1017. Now, for those of you who are trekkers out there, you will know that the NCC-1017 was the registry number to the USS Constellation, which was captained by Commodore Matthew Decker. So, I'm thinking USS Constellation B for this, but we'll get into that later. If you have any ideas, drop them in the comments below. But more important than that, this one, you guys, is going to be kind of a kit bash, really. Just going to be modifying this thing and building it to kind of my own ideas. So all of that is in this video. We're going to talk about the ideas I have and what we're going to be doing. The only thing I'll tell you right now is that we are going to be modifying an Enterprise C kit. So that is the plan here. So I got some cool stuff in my head, and I'm hoping this is going to be a fun and teachable build for me. I'm trying to struggle for the word there. So I'm hoping to learn a lot. Hopefully you'll learn a lot with me as we go through this and have a really cool, I hope, build at the end. So in my mind, she looks really great, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, enjoy that. The only other piece of news I have, we are going to be having another episode of the Sci-Fi Workshop. I have not forgotten about that. So this is going to be the 4th episode, and we're going to be joined by Marc D with a C. I'm going to put Marc's link in the description below, and he does some great work with 3D printing. He's a Trek fan. I've known Marc kinda for quite a bit of time. I don't think I've ever really had a chance to talk to him other than one sad time when we lost Clobber in Times, who was a really great YouTuber. So I had a little chance to talk to Marc a little bit in his passing. Rest in peace, Clobby. Just had to get that out there. But really looking forward to this conversation with Marc and learn all about 3D printing. I know nothing about it. I've always been interested in it. And again, he's a super Trek fan, so it's likely to be a really fun conversation. Hopefully we all learn quite a bit. So that's going to be Sunday the 16th of February, so not the 9th. I think whatever we coming up here, the Super Bowl is the week after that. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. We'll post the times and on that coming soon once I have a little bit more details. So mark your calendars though. And also, people, don't forget, please send me your pictures of your kits. I've got a couple more submissions that are coming. I'm going to go ahead and reply to them after I get this video uploaded, and really looking forward to seeing more from you guys out there. I really do appreciate it, and those are going to be featured on the show as we've done before. So that's our new method. When we do the podcast kind of show, that's when we're going to show all the submissions that we've got and talk and show those off for everybody. So we have a lot more time to show those. All right, everybody, that's it. Sorry about the long-winded intro there. I hope you really enjoy this one. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of fun building this, and I really can't wait to get working on it. But before that, I do have to finish the 2 Enterprises. They're ready to paint. I just got to get those done and record the final reveal and recap and all that stuff. So, okay, guys, you have a great day and a great week, and we will see you down the road. Well, everyone, here we are. This here is the Enterprise C, and this is one of the first builds we did on this channel. And I must say, looking at it here under close scrutiny and light, I've come quite a bit. I've come quite a long way since this kit. There are a lot of seam lines present, a lot of little mistakes down in here, a lot of goofs and things. Even though the kit looks nice, it's beautiful. It was at the time, I think, the best build I had done, and I'm still quite proud of this paint job, the color scheme and everything. But that's not why this kit is out here right now. What I'm using this kit right now to show is one of the problems I've always had with this ship. And before I even start with that, this is by far my favorite ship in the Star Trek universe. The Enterprise C, both for the episode that it was in called Yesterday's Enterprise, but just the ship itself, to me, it was the perfect cross between the Constitution class and the Enterprise D. But that being said, there are some issues I have with it, some things that I would have done differently, or given the chance to rebuild the ship, changes I would make. And that's what this project is all about. So the main thing I want to call out here, just by having this completed kit, is just to point out the major flaw I have with this, and that is the proximity of the nacelles to the saucer section. Look at this, folks. This is just even. So these nacelles are right even with the saucer section. On the Enterprise D, the nacelles are lower than the saucer section. Maybe we could put a screenshot up there to show that. And on the Constitution class, or the original series Enterprise, the nacelles are a little bit above the saucer, and if they're not above it, they're at least further back. So we are going to do some modifications to this kit, not this one, but to the kit itself. I've got a brand new one. I ordered 4 of these things when it came out because I just love the ship so much. I might even order a couple more. That's how much I like the ship. Anyway, we're going to make some changes here. Obviously, this here is the main inspiration of me wanting to do this. You know, I understand what they were going for. They wanted to have the nacelles structure, or the back structure, look like the Enterprise D, which is really nice. Maybe if they would have done it a little bit lower, it would have been a little bit better. But the thing is, in the episode, if we go back and watch it, there aren't really any camera shots, and it looks like they maybe noticed this design flaw, or this design, maybe not a flaw, but the feature of the after they built it, that these were really close. So all the angles that you see in the original episode, you don't see this really. They're all kind of low angles looking up, and they did some tricks with the camera work to show that. But the kit here, and if you look at the original model, it is like this. So we're going to fix that. And I'm really looking forward to it. There's a few other changes I want to do. We're going to cut off this little fantail section and have it all go sleek in a one hull here, kind of like the original series Enterprise, or the Enterprise A, or the refit version. I'm not going to have this kind of extra thing sticking out. And the nacelles are going to be sweeping back like the Enterprise A, so we'll put another screenshot there, and sweeping back. So they're going to be a little bit higher, I think, and up at an angle on normal nacelle struts. The other change we're going to do here is the deflector array. This is another kind of a thing I have on this this kit, is this deflector array is massive, and it is so right there in our face. I'm going to try to recess this deeper into the hull, similar to the Enterprise B or the Excelsior class. So here, put another screenshot there to kind of give the feeling of the Excelsior class ship. So bring more flavors of that into it. So that deflector array was hidden back here. It was a little smaller. So we're gonna go with that. Make this a lot less prominent. And then another change we're going to do is the nacelles. I'm going to make some modifications to that. I'm going to get rid of these little ribs here. I'm going to sand those down and fill this in either solid or just with some other things going on in the nacelles to make it a little bit more flat. Because this decal always kind of goes wavy. You can't really see it, but you get some silvering in there, and you got to kind of have to cut these things to get it to fit. So I want to make this kind of flat, or at least a flat thing going down the middle, to put the Starfleet pennant on there. And that's probably it, though. Those are the major changes. But I'm really, really excited to do this, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun, not only to test my metal on, a custom scratch building or customizing ships a little bit more. Jody over at Trek Mods has really inspired me to kind of get out of my comfort zone and go color outside the lines, as it were. And we're going to give that a shot on this. So I'm going to pause the video, or we'll do a pause here, and then I'm going to bring out the old Enterprise C kit that I built a long time ago that is generously given its hull to us for experimentation. So I'll be right back. Well, everyone, here she is. Here's the old Enterprise C, and this is from the original release of this kit. I think I bought this in... oh, goodness gracious. It was probably in the 2010 era. Maybe before that's when I bought this kit. Same exact issue. It seems like same things are going on with the kit as are in the other one. But this thing's been through about 3 different moves. It has fallen. The wiring stopped working. This was actually the first attempt I ever made it wiring a ship. And oh, there goes one of the nacelles I took off. We'll explain that in a second. But you know, I had lost the deflector array, the light stopped working. So anyway, I just figured, you know, it's been sitting on a shelf in the room, and I figured she's going to donate her parts for research. Anyway, and of course I'll keep all this stuff. You never know when you can use these things. Maybe use the nacelles for something else, another grandiose project. Maybe I can make a 4 nacelle ship or something down the line. Anyhow, I digress. So what we've done here, well, first of all, here on this, I might do fewer windows on this ship, make it a little bit more closer to the Constitution class where we don't see so many windows, maybe somewhere in between this and there. Don't know yet, but it's a lot of windows on here, so we're going to try to cut that down some, I think. I think it might look cooler. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, well, let's go over here to the secondary hull here, or the drive section. Now, as we talked about before, what we're going to do is we're going to make these, we're going to get rid of this fantail thingy. So this is going away. I'm going to cut around the that part that's protruding out. So and again, I'm going to test it all on this ship here. So hopefully these tests will go well, and we'll figure out what we're going to do before we start cutting into the kit. So let's see here. So I got it in there, and I'll just draw a little thing around there. There we go. And it pretty much just goes around these lifeboats here. And I had glue marks to show me what was going on. Let's get that out of the way. Get out of here, you nacelles. So we're going to cut that, and we're going to use this part to kind of fill in the gap there. So we'll use that here. One of the things also, well, let me go. I'm getting ahead of myself there. So we're going to cut that off, and then we're going to be left with these pieces, and these are going to be the struts for the nacelles. Now, the trick is going to be to get these bent, and thankfully I know a trick for that. What we're going to do is we're going to immerse these in almost boiling water, and I mean like a few degrees right below boiling, and you dip these things in there, and the styrene becomes malleable, and you can easily just take some tongs and straighten them out. So we're going to do that. I don't think it would present a problem. And but then we're going to have to obviously figure out a way to attach them, because they're going to be coming out like at an angle like this. So I don't want the nacelles to be at an angle. I want them to still be up and down. So we'll have to figure out a way to bend this part just up a little bit to give a straight mounting. We'll figure that out. But the first step will be to immerse these in some boiling water, straighten them out, and then see what we're going to do from there. So that's going to be fun, and hopefully won't be too disastrous. I'm pretty confident about this, you guys. It's I've got everything kind of in my head, but I know we're going to encounter some problems, but we're also going to learn quite a bit, and that's really the fun part. Like we said, the nacelles, I'm gonna get rid of these things, send them down, then try to fill this in or do something else with that. I never really cared for these little rib cage things. It makes painting hard. It's kind of a weird detail, so we're gonna modify that. Maybe fill in these little oval things there, and maybe just streamline these nacelles a little bit. Now, I did also think about maybe extending the nacelles out. That, though, would have required either 2 kits, which I don't want to ruin a whole other Enterprise C kit, or cannibalizing these nacelles. But ultimately, I decided I'm not going to be able to do that. It would probably be too messed up to get it all together. There would be obvious seam lines in the grill here, and that's not going to be an option. Although it would be nice. It would be nice to get these nacelles a little longer. Also, kind of akin to the Enterprise B or the Excelsior class, which had really long nacelles. It was known for super long nacelles. So I was thinking, something else about the ship to bring more of the Enterprise B, more of the Excelsior class into the kit. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that here. Maybe I'll come up with something a little bit further. I'll look at some pictures of the Excelsior class and see what we might be able to do to incorporate some features of that. But the real goal here is to kind of get this more looking like a Constitution class ship, more than anything else. Because I think the Enterprise C really is more reminiscent of the Enterprise A, especially with the way the saucer section is shaped, where it's got the line. It does have a little bit of the Enterprise D smooth here, but it's just a little bit more Constitution class. And then obviously the secondary hull here is also very much like the Enterprise A. Nice round, big, thick hull there that's very much like the Connie class. Now, I did mention earlier about maybe flattening this. I don't know, and it would be the same thing where we'd have to immerse this in boiling water and get it, and then they squeeze it. Like here, if I can squeeze this here, you can see it kind of going into an oval, which might be cool, but I think it might be hard to get that just right and be able to still glue together. So, because like I wouldn't be able to glue this and then boil it. You have to kind of do it in these two separate pieces, boil them, or almost boil them, and then take them out and just kind of squeeze them like this. And I might get like an oblong shape. I might mess up. So I probably won't do that, though. It was just a thought that kind of crossed my mind. Maybe we can do that. And then that, of course, would make it look more feature like the Enterprise D that had like that weird egg shape there down here and for the deflector array. But probably not going to do that. Anyway, just showing you kind of what's going on in my thought process here. The only other thing I can talk about right now that I can remember anyway is the color scheme. So the color scheme, I kind of want to do this almost a metallic, a silvery painting, maybe a little bit reflective. Not quite 100% sure. I'm definitely not going to be doing this blue scheme that the kit calls for. If anything, I would be more kind of like the Enterprise C kit that we built before, where I did it more of gray tones. You know, I got away from this blue. So we use like maybe this, I think this is light blue, and that's like a light gray. And then we went with a darker grill color here. Probably will still do that, but I might do some silver in there, or maybe some aluminum. Not quite sure yet, you guys. I'm still kind of debating. So if you have any thoughts or suggestions, please leave them in the comments so I can ponder them. Really would be open to any ideas here. So, but we're not there. We're far from the painting decisions yet. So there is time. Okay, guys. The only other thing, and I'm open to suggestions here, is the name. So we're going to be making some custom decals here for the name. Obviously, it's not going to be the Enterprise C. This is a made-up ship, maybe a prototype. So maybe it can be like an NX class. So like the Excelsior was NX-01 at first, or NX-01 was the Enterprise from the original show, but the Excelsior was NX-1000, and so maybe this can be, we're saying a prototype of the Ambassador class. Maybe we can go with that. So think of the Enterprise C as maybe they've done the ship for a while and made the modifications to what we see in the show, but the one we're building is maybe the preliminary versions of that Ambassador class. I don't want to name it the Ambassador, though. But anyway, ideas are welcome. Registry numbers and names are welcome. Throw them in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. But anyway, okay, I'm going to check the time here and see how we are, and if we can do a little bit of an unboxing. And we have time for a few minutes. We'll do a quick unboxing and look at the kit and talk, just show you what it looks like coming out of the box. Be right back. Okay, everybody. Doing a quick unboxing. So here we are with the Enterprise C. She is unopened, and we're going to cut her open here and take a quick unboxing video to just check the pieces, check the quality, and everything that goes along with it. We will dispense with reading the well, that was loud. We'll dispense with reading all the details on there because this isn't going to be the class that we're used to. All right. Here we are. Okay, so as you can see, this is the clear version, which is good for lighting because it allows us to do some more lighting options, which is nice. I'm not so sure I need to worry about that because, again, I think we're going to go with fewer windows on this. If I can get this all filled in nice with the canopy glue, I'll go more sparse with the windows. And I don't have my cutters. Yes, I do. I do have my cutters here. All right. Now, if I remember right, the kit does come with two options for the deflector array. And one of them, I think, might be a little smaller. I can't really be sure. I never knew what these were. Lifeboats or something. Never used them. Here's a little thing that goes underneath. I think that's for down here. I think that's here. I think what I'm going to do, though, I'm going to fill this here with resin and do like a sensor dome like the original TOS Enterprise. I think that'd be a nice callback to that white sensor dome light. That would be kind of cool. So anyway, doing some quick checking here. Now, once again here, these things here that are on the outside, they're so thick. It's really hard to get these off, and it takes some sanding. You gotta be very careful when you get this off to keep that nice round edge there. So again, they're on both kits right here. So that's gonna take a work. Not surprising. Here is the warp assembly here that obviously we are going to modify. Now you can see here that individually these things, especially before paint, they're very flexible and everything. So it shouldn't be too hard to get these in that nice hot water, hold them together, and then bend them out how we want. That should be good. Okay, here we are with the display, and I won't open it, but it's a hollow tube here, intended for lighting, which is nice. And we've got the two deflector arrays. So here's this deflector array. I won't open this yet, but this one kind of has more of a concave dish, and this one's flat. I think on the one I did, it's a flat version because I think I actually lost, or I messed it up. I was trying to paint it and I screwed it up or something. Got some dome light here, impulse engine, two impulse engines here, warp chiller, the grills for the warp engines, and that's it. Just a quick unboxing here, and then of course the decals they give us for the battle damage, which is nice. I've never used them, never built one of these battle damaged. One day we will. We will build this battle damage one day, but we are not going to use the decals here. We are going to actually damage the ship. That is going to be a lot of fun. We'll be cutting into it and making you can see the internal superstructure and flares and sparks and stuff flying around. That's going to be a lot of fun to build. The Enterprise C, like maybe right before she was destroyed after going back to save Narendra 3. So, yeah, good quality here. Just checking everything. God, it's so hard. I mean, it's weird to remember how flexible and flimsy these are until you start painting them and they harden up and you get thicker. So, this here is an optional piece for the kit. It's not on the Enterprise C, but it does come. I think it's for the USS Yamaguchi, which is the other name they provide for this kit, and it's just a little bit different. So we might utilize that this time, just to throw that in there. That'd be a good thing to be different. So here's the nacelles, the other part of the hull, and everything. Okay, so anyway, yeah, just a quick unboxing to take a look and see, making sure that nothing's missing, nothing's crazy broken or anything like that. So there we have it, folks. So actually while recording this, I think I've come up with a name. I think we're going to do that. So forgive my my offering to come up with a name. I think I do have a name for this, and we're going to write it down, and it's going to be the USS Constellation, one of the two. Maybe I'll put this up for a poll. So it'll be the USS Constellation B, or maybe the USS Decker. And the reason I do that is because one of Starfleet's best ship captains that we should remember is Commodore Decker from the wonderful series TOS episode, The Doomsday Machine, where he tried to take, he lost his ship, tried to take over the Enterprise, and ended up sacrificing himself to save the crew. In my mind, Captain Decker from the motion picture is Commodore Decker's son. There's nothing to back that up, but that's my story. Here we go. So, like, the box. This is a good example of what I was saying. Like, these angles they have to kind of hide the fact that these nacelles are so close to the saucer. You don't really see it from here. So that's kind of what I was referring to. Maybe the USS Matt Decker, the USS Matt Decker, the USS Decker, or the USS Constellation B. And the reason I'm picking B is I think by this time in the timeline there would have been a Constellation A that would have been either destroyed or decommissioned. So maybe just for fun, the USS Constellation B. I think that maybe this one. Maybe you let me know. You let me know, folks. I could change my mind when I go to bed. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. All right, everybody. That's it for now. Thanks for sticking with us here. And hopefully this is an exciting build that you're all interested in seeing. So let your comments know. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you down the road. Take care.